Hey, my friends, happy Sunday. It's your pal Dave with another update from the project. It is Sunday, as usual. Look, week number 3, I'm on a roll. Today is actually Costa Rican's Independence Day. So downtown Jaco is going to be just an absolute madhouse. So I don't think I'm going to be going into town today. But I thought we could take a couple minutes to give you a little walkthrough, show you what's happened this last week. All good things. I'm actually out on my my little balcony right here next to the kitchen. Figured we'd start the tour from here today, so you can see all the way, not quite, see down the coast there. Ways if I lean way back, there you go. But anyway, take a walk with me here. I actually cleaned house today for you guys, so it wouldn't look so bad. My little kitchen back there, cozy little kitchen. Little sitting area right there. My supervisors hanging out. So this is the cabina that I'm living in right now. You know, it's super cozy, king size bed and all. You know, bathroom right back in there. Come out here, switch hands real quick. Oh, finger in front of the lens. That's how you know it's a Dave special. Look at that view. What a gorgeous day. I say that and you give it about 20 minutes, it'll be pouring rain. But that's kind of the nature of this time of year. But come the end of November, it will dry up and we won't have a cloud in the sky for like 6 months. It'll be awesome. So anyway, let me swing this around so I don't trip and fall and kill myself. I'm going to show you guys what's going on a little bit better. Man, the guys have been working hard, as they always do. You know, we ran into a couple of problems this week. Well, really a problem that I'll get to, but I guess it comes with the process, huh? But starting over in this corner, the pools are completely prepped. So they put this base layer on there. They chipped away on the edges so that they could get everything to stick right, and then they sealed the bottom and they sealed all the edges. So this is all ready for the tile. I thought the tile was going to go in this last week, but this process just took a little bit longer. Let me back this up. It's always better if we do a wide angle view when we're doing this, but this is looking really good. Sorry, plant. You and your little narrow base don't do so well in the wind, but there you go, my friend. Anyway, making progress there. This one's in the same state. They did all 3 of them at the same time. So you can see all sealed on the bottom, all sealed in on the edges. They've done a fantastic job of finishing all these walls here and getting them all good. They're getting ready to paint here this next week. We made a huge order of materials. So we got a lot of stuff that's coming in. But they've gotten all the plumbing done. If you can see here, let's walk under here so you can see what I'm talking about. See the white pipes under here? That's all new. They did all of that. I actually need them to take a look at some of the piping in my unit, because I just noticed that I've been getting, when I turn on the the bathroom faucet, there's a little bit of like kind of rusty water that seems to be coming out of it, and I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. So I'll talk to Ricardo. I'm sure he'll take care of it. He and his guys are awesome. In fact, his brother Marlon, I think they're brothers, he's going to be staying here at the end of the month, the end of September. For about a week. I got to go back to Colorado. I say that I don't gotta, it's not like a bad thing. Well, it's not the greatest. I have to go back for a court case, but who can complain about going back to Colorado? Unfortunately, my dad and my bonus mom, Barb, won't be around. They're going to be traveling, but my mom, she'll be around, and my bonus dad, Butch, he's awesome. So I'm going to stay with them. But here, let's finish going through this way, the back way, and then we'll go up real quick and see what's going on. There's Miss Babe. Hi, sweetheart. She likes to come down here, lay down here, hang out, and she keeps all the construction guys company. She's such a sweetheart. So one thing that's kind of cool, you see that little trailer over there, way over there, that one? That had been sitting over here and it was getting full of garbage. And it really wasn't it isn't my trailer, that's my buddy Danny's trailer. And I was kind of thinking, oh man, that's not so good. We're getting that all full of garbage. And eventually we're gonna have to deal with it. They took care of it for me. So a lot of this is just scrap metal here that'll go away once we're done. But we're not done yet, so we're gonna be patient and let that be. You know, it's kind of an eyesore. Underneath that giant mound there is so much materials. We've got paint, we've got tile, got all sorts of stuff. I'm not gonna mess with it. You know what boxes of tile and buckets of paint look like. Look at that view. It just never gets old. Never gets old. If you haven't seen my videos before, these are all designed to be rentals at some point. You know, even mine that I'm living in, you just get an idea of seeing what the finished result is going to be. I had them finish that one first so I could move in and save myself on rent. But these other two are in process. Look, all the gypsum's up on the roof. All the electrical is in. Electrical, wires hanging out, ready for switches. So the guys will come through and mud these walls and the ceiling and then paint. Looking pretty good. We've got a hole here, but no plumbing on this one. I didn't look from down below. We'll check later. Getting ready for the plumbing in here. This is going to be such an amazing shower. Can you imagine this? Having your shower right here. You know, we're far enough. We'll put like some sort of two-way or one-way, you know, glass in here. Tinted, or at least, so that no one will see your boobies when you're showering. But no one comes up this road and all the neighbors are too far to look. But still, we'll make sure to create a little bit more privacy. But not such a bad place to take a shower, huh? What do you think, dude? Everything looking good, buddy? Giant window here. Little balcony here. Look, I mean, having just seen my kitchen, you can see we're doing them all pretty much the same. You know, why mess with a good thing? We got it figured out. Fridge will go right there, of course. Okay. Oh, look, they got all the railings done too. That's cool. So they got all the railings in. We just need to get that painted. And it's all going to be painted the same as mine, this kind of reddish brown. I really like this color. Okay, buddy, let's go down. Come on, dude. Okay, so yeah, you can see they still have to do the plumbing under here where the other one, you know, had all pipes and all that stuff. That's not quite in yet. Still have to do the electrical down here for the garages, and of course we're gonna have a light in here. That's definitely one of the things I'm not so crazy about right now is when I come into this property at night, or like I want to come out and lock the gate. I can't because, well, I can, but it's just really dark and it's not that much fun. You know what? I just realized I hadn't unlocked the gate and I don't want to deal with getting the key and doing that. But I mentioned there was one bummer about all of this, and it's right there. It's the electrical pole. So even though my neighbor had initially told me it would be no problem to put that pole on his property, he changed his mind after I did it, which really, really sucks. And I came to find out that it's because he hates my project. And even though he doesn't live there, he just rents it out. He's worried about it affecting his resale value. But in fact, it used to sit right here, which really blocked their view when they were looking out over this way. So unfortunately now, we have to move that pole for a third time. I believe I can put it way over there where the pole comes in from the electric company, but then we're going to have to do conduit underground. He did allow me to go underground on his side of the road. He owns property on that far side of the road as well. So he's going to allow me to do that, and then we'll just pop up some of these bricks. Fortunately, it's just bricks underneath this. The road's made out of bricks, so we can pop them up and then put them back down and run underneath here to where our power comes into all the properties. Eduardo, my awesome electrician, he was pissed. He's been working really hard on this. In a way, I feel kind of responsible because I feel like maybe I should have just triple checked with him and been like, hey, we're moving the pole. You're cool with this, right? But, you know, I was hoping that, I mean, the electricity has been just such a nightmare. I was hoping that it would be I would just, you know, be something that he wouldn't pay that much attention to because it really doesn't affect anything. But whatever. I think he's trying to sell it anyway. So he's trying to get what he can get out of it. But we'll work around it. It's not exactly the way you're supposed to do construction. Generally, you're supposed to have electricity as like one of the first things, electricity and water. And both of those have been just a total headache. You know, with the water, we have a shared well. And when the well was put in the first time, it was put in really poorly. And then, of course, we ended up having a bunch of problems with it. Had to have a bunch of repair work done. Now, finally, it's working. Fingers crossed it stays that way. But yeah, you can see when I come in here, it's pretty dark. So let's see. So where would the water come in? If water were to become, so okay, there can't be any rust coming through any of these lines. It's got to be in the fixture, or maybe it's the hot wall. Oh shoot, I'm sorry, my finger was right there in the middle of that, of course. It might be in the faucet itself. I didn't exactly go crazy on spending money on the faucets. So I didn't really think it mattered, but maybe there's a part in there that's rusting that's causing that effect when you first turn the water on, but we'll get it fixed. No, I'd rather deal with this stuff now, get it all fixed, than have guests in here complaining about the brown water that comes out of the bathroom faucet. It doesn't come out of the kitchen faucet, and it doesn't come out of the toilet. So as I sit here thinking about it in real time with you, I'm thinking, God, Dave, stop putting your finger in front of the lens. Man, I think that happens more when I go wide angle, doesn't it? But if I'm not constantly looking through here, and I'm always switching hands, you end up with my big fat fingers in the middle. They're not really fat. They just look that way when I'm when they get in front of the lens. See, you probably won't be able to see it because I just cleared it out. But it's just from this one. So, yeah, see, it's clear now. Anyway, swing that sucker back around. All right, well, heading down to my buddy Eric's place for a little Sunday barbecue and pool session. It's kind of humid today. Nothing like a good pool session. Pools are a pain in the ass. So, lesson from your buddy Dave, have a friend who owns a pool. So on that note, my friends, thanks for your time. Thanks for your support. Any suggestions, I'd love to hear them as always. I hope to get you guys out here sometime soon. Love you. Till next time.